Hello, it's Zach here with another episode of podcast entertainment and engagement with my multimedia page and my music page. Today, I just want to talk about a simple subject that's been on my mind, and that is the idea of control. This is a serious concept. Control, as in the context of good people and strong people and the feeling of love and joy and peace within the good in the world, becoming forced. Control is very relative to what you would call force, because without force there is no control. If you're under control, you're forced to do a situation a certain way, and that's what I am here to basically condemn. Is that for real? I feel controlled in a lot of ways this morning, and into yesterday and last night, and just over the last few events over the last weeks and stuff. As far as getting in a fight and having some cracked ribs. And this morning, I woke up about an hour ago. It's about 2:42 a.m. I woke up about 1:40, and I was tired, man. You know, I slept like 9 hours. I went to bed around 4 p.m. yesterday and woke up around 1:40 a.m. And yeah, man, it's been impossible for me to get past the threshold of just feeling like stuffed, my energy like stuffed into a kind of low level, because my ribs hurt, and like every time I start to feel like my med's working or my energy get past a certain happiness, I feel my ribs hurt, and then like I just get like hit with this electrical current within my spirit, within my soul, within my energy, and no human being should be forced to feel this way. Yesterday and this morning, and I know what it is. It's a lower vibrational consciousness of control that causes people to get stuck in this situation, because a lot of times, naturally, I'm happy, joyful person because I talk to people, man, and I have big ideas, and my thoughts are usually grounded in some kind of very fun or exciting or novel, jovial experiential happiness, man. And I mean that, and I take that with me wherever I go. That potential for just an awesome story or awesome thing to happen, But it's not possible when the electricity in your mind fires at a rate that keeps your emotions to a negative, man. And that's the whole context I'm trying to create, is something better than just worrying about my ribs hurting and like certain bodily sensations, like so difficult to just breathe, man. And that's relative again to my sick mother. She came over, and this is where it comes from, man. Like, us men have been wounded. We're wild. We need to be having acceptance, which is the allowance, the approval to do what we need to do to cause ourselves joy, cause other people around us joy. And a lot of times, these women in our lives, they are so controlling in their techniques to not allow a man to enjoy himself or not approve of him to do the things he needs to do to make himself feel okay. And that's what a lot of girls control is they can't stand when their son or their husband has the remote control in his own life to dictate the way he feels, man. Women are so in touch with feelings that they can just sit around a man, and if his energy goes past a certain level, they can just bitch and moan and keep him stuck, man. And that's what my mom did to me, man. And she didn't even give me half a chance to rationalize with her in the fucking slightest when she came over and spent the night. She cried and she moaned and she had some really nursing home behavior where she wouldn't let me talk. She wouldn't let me even attempt to get an idea past the stage of it developing in my mind and coming to my voice and entering her whole universe was consumed by what she had going on the streets and her drug abuse and her victim mentality. The only time she ever said anything remotely coherent was when I said, "Yeah, I know, Sherry, you're a victim." And I was saying it sardonically as a way to like as a way to situate this herself, man, like to outline how untrue it really is, that she's just a simple victim in this life. But she latched on to that statement with her whole aurora and started crying so bad and saying, "Yes, Charles stole my stuff. They've been poisoning me." All this crazy stuff that is totally abnormal and untrue. When I told her, "It's fine, Sherry, you're just a victim, so why don't you just go to sleep?" And that's really who stayed the night at my house after I got in a fight and who's been calling me non-stop. And I can't feel better when she's around. I just experienced, like when I was talking about her, a whole like 60% loss in cognitive ability just from bringing up her name, because her whole spirit is just so controlled and controlling that within her spiritual compound, it like screws me up. Like just having that person exist is a detriment and liability on my whole entire persona as a man. You know, having that mother alive and give birth to me in the past history that's factually created within the context of life, I have to fight, man. There's so much stacked against me. And I'm not a victim. I'm just trying to get by like everybody else. You know, I have a few advantages, but those advantages I can't use when I'm controlled, man. Like, that's what I'm trying to say, is that I have so much potential that I could just cause glory for God and for Jesus and for the others and myself. But when my mom comes over, and it's like that with satanic forces too, they're just like my mom, man. Like, they just talk about the most controlling stuff, and they don't even give you half a fucking miracle chance in heaven on earth to make something out of your day, man. And that's what's not fucking fair with this situation, is because people are not supposed to be controlled to the point that they can't. I mean, like, how is it that the evil has the control? We need to take the control back as good people and tell them they can't, man. They can't steal, they can't rape, they can't murder. Instead of us can't love, can't find peace, can't find joy. It's all about control, it's all about force, and it's all about who has the stronger enforcement and deliberate, explicit intent on the situation at hand, that they're gonna brawl, man. They're gonna do physical violence, for not violence, but spiritual warfare in the world, man. It sucks, man. If you have a mother that's controlling, I would highly suggest that you make. I'm not gonna sit here and say you do something reckless, abandon on and on, just like every time your mom does something controlling, you freak out and cause an emergency to occur, and you become self entitled to hurt an old lady. But for real, man, you can't let your mom just dictate your whole day, your whole week, your whole month, your whole year, your whole life, man. Because she will try to do that. And there comes a time in every young man's life where he has to separate from his mother's control. That's a raw, honest truth that every mom wants to keep her boy in his boxer shorts without no clothes on, in her bed playing video games, and up until he's 25, 30. I mean, my mom would love nothing more for me to be in my underwear and in her bed and watching cartoons or Princess Diaries with her, and asking her questions about, like, will I ever grow up and marry you and stuff. And that's generally, explicitly, I know that's fucked up in the sense that I'm sorry for cussing, but that's exactly what she wants, man. And that's not gonna happen. I'm sorry, that can't happen. I'm a man, I'm a fighter, I'm a warrior, and I'm not gonna be watching some Disney Channel in my shorts holding my mom's hand. Nah, man. But the whole context of the devil is he wants you to do that with sin, man. He wants you to do ridiculous stuff like that. And homosexual situations and transgender situations, exactly like the outlined conversation I just had with in a young man's boxer shorts. Except the devil does it with transgenderism and homosexuality and gay rights and stuff. I'm not kidding. Think about it. If it is impossible for you not to do gay stuff in the most critical and just indecent, sinful way, I feel for you. I know, man. You have grown roots in sin, and the demonic forces have caused you to be unable to escape that behavior within your life. And it's sad. I'm sure you have an immense amount of guilt and shame and grief when you lose a battle, and you just know in your heart and mind and soul that you're a loser because you do all this bad stuff, but it's not your fault, honestly. And if you listen to this podcast, this is my sign to you, me offering my spiritual warfare and hand up for you to take your control back. You can stand up to your mom, your dad, your grandmama, your grandpa, your sister, your baby mama, and you can say enough is enough. I'm gonna quit being stuck in this nice guy circle of control by women and by ignorant men, and take your control back, guys. This is all about control. This is all about force, and this is me just saying enough is enough. It's time for me to really feel better after I've been making these podcasts, and Satan is so butthurt and scuzzed out angriness within his own controlling dichotomy and misunderstanding, because it doesn't matter, man. I'm just living a life. I'm just basically doing this. It is not hurting anybody. It doesn't make sense that I'm controlling. I'm just doing simple freaking things, and it's giving the appearance of something drastic when it's not, man. It's nothing drastic. It's just me fucking sitting here in the morning with cracked ribs, just trying to enjoy my coffee. That's all I'm doing. Why is that so difficult to fucking allow to happen? And that's all I want to say. Thank you, Facebook, YouTube, school, social media world. Peace out.